Let's look at Eileen Higgins' campaign for mayor of Miami. As the current Miami-Dade County Commissioner for District 5, Higgins positions herself as a progressive leader, often labeled by critics as a democratic socialist, for her focus on affordable housing, transit, and environmental resilience policies. But behind the scenes, her funding and alliances raise questions about who's really driving her campaign. Let's dig deeper. Eileen Higgins launched her candidacy for mayor of Miami in April 2025, promising to build an affordable, resilient, and inclusive city. Her platform emphasizes expanding housing options, improving public transit, and fostering economic growth. With the election scheduled for November 2025, I remind everyone that in the context of the controversial extension of the municipal elections in Miami from 2025 to 2026, Emilio Gonzalez was the only mayoral candidate to directly challenge the measure, deeming it unconstitutional from the start. Gonzalez filed a lawsuit against the city, arguing that the measure violated the Florida Constitution by extending the terms of elected officials without voter approval. A circuit judge ruled in his favor in July 2025, declaring the extension unconstitutional, and an appeals court upheld the ruling later that month, calling it a violation of the law that prioritized political interests over democratic rights. Eileen Higgins, on the other hand, did not initially comment on the issue before the verdict. Many critics, especially in conservative and community circles, have questioned her actions, accusing her of opportunistic silence during the initial debate and of only criticizing the measure after the court ruling when it was already safe to do so. In August 2025, Higgins joined Gonzalez in calling the city's attempt to appeal reprehensible, but her detractors argue that her lack of prior leadership shows inconsistency, especially given her position as a county commissioner with influence on local issues. This dynamic has polarized opinions, with Gonzalez positioned as the main defender of electoral democracy in Miami. Higgins has already raised approximately $600,000, including $350,000, through her primary campaign and PACs, such as Ethical Leadership for Miami. But where does the money come from? Higgins' campaign relies heavily on developers, engineers, and PACs. Her PAC, Ethical Leadership for Miami, raised $257,000 in its first quarter, with 75% of that from real estate interests, $50,000 from related companies alone, $15,000 from PWV Group, which manages Miami World Center, and thousands more from Terra development firms. Critics point out that these donors benefit from projects Higgins has championed as commissioner, such as Magnus Brickell, a 500-unit mixed-use tower opened in April 2025 with related urban, or the $2.6 billion Little River, Little Haiti redevelopment, which includes 7,500 units and worker protections. Other developments encouraged include Jose Marti Villas, 146 affordable units, Rhapsody at Rainbow Village in Overtown, and the mixed transit-oriented site in Upland Park. Higgins' narrative emphasizes a people-powered movement with grassroots support. His site calls for small online donations and requests from friends and neighbors. The data shows more than 120 small donations, 100 or less, totaling $4,500, 65% of the number of contributions, but only 5% of the total. The bulk, 69%, comes from donors of $500 or more in elite sectors like law and real estate. Repeat donors for $300 total suggest loyalty among some, but the concentration on professionals, lawyers, 16%, real estate, 14%. Questions whether this is broad, grassroots support or a closed circle. Why so few from everyday sectors like service, basic education, or immigrant communities? Is this propaganda inflating grassroots claims to mask elite funding? At the center is Christian Overt, Higgins' campaign manager and chairman of the PAC, also linked to Mayor Daniela Levine Cava. His firm received $51,000 from the PAC, and on social media, he is accused of connecting campaigns with developer money. No irregularities have been found, but it fuels skepticism about the true nature of grassroots.
Join News Miami-Dade and stay informed about politics, business, culture, events, and more in Miami-Dade. Visit us on the website newsmiamidade.com, Instagram at Miami-Dade Today, and at News Miami-Dade. Subscribe and follow us for breaking news and exclusive analysis.